Oh, good morning. We are back at it. We've actually had a terrible last couple days. We've been having nothing but problems on basically every single unit on the farm. It has been just a test of patience. On this unit, we between hose going and a lot of anhydrous issues. My hose went. That goes from my air seeder or from the air cart to the tank. Anyway, that went not that big of a deal, but our anhydrous rates, we've been struggling to get the proper amounts down. It's a new anhydrous system to us. Well, everything's new, and we just couldn't figure it out. We were talking with Sugarrow, trying to figure out whether it's their tanks, because some tanks would work, some tanks wouldn't. And was it the couplers? I wasn't getting the pressure right. It was all over the place. And yesterday morning, finally, I went into Winnipeg to talk to a guy from Kevin from Max Quip, and we just went over the system, and he showed me a couple things. And there is, you can't see it from here, but there's a little dial on the top of our shutoff, and it has an orifice on it. That orifice, for some reason, I didn't know what that was, because that's different, that's a new thing. Anyway, that orifice was on the smallest setting, so it wasn't allowing the vapor, which wasn't allowing it to pressurize. I changed it to the biggest setting, and we are doing way better. It also didn't help with the fact that we were on the last two fields, we were putting a ton of product down, so that also wasn't helping the situation. So, learning the machine, my depth, I had to change it on this field. I am back in the oats. This is the field that I started, and I ended up quitting about 5 days ago and went into wheat, and we're back in it. It is, I've given it 5 days to dry out with good drying weather, and I would say I'm just able to go good now. So it seems to be working good. They are calling for a good half-inch of rain for us on the weekend still, and we would love to get our cereals done. The wheat is done, and we are after this field, I got 90 acres here, and then I got a 480 acre field after this. So really hoping we can get that done. Today is Thursday, the I don't even know what it is, 13th, 14th, whatever, it's all a blur. Thursday the 14th of May, and we're hoping to finish our oats, corn by the weekend, so we're down to soybeans and canola after May long, after the rain. So yeah, we are supposed to get up to like gusts of 100k winds today. It is supposed to be just terrible. We've just had, yesterday was beautiful and calm. I didn't get much. I think I seeded 140 acres yesterday, or 130, not even. Just because I was fighting with the anhydrous, trying to figure out what was wrong. Once I figured it out, I was rolling, obviously. But yeah. Oats going in the ground. We have lots of moisture. That's not typically a problem that we have, it's not typically a problem that we are into dry. We often fight wet. Some would say, oh, must be nice, but yeah, it is nice to seed into moisture. But when you're constantly scraping, not knowing whether you can go in fields, and it just being wet and not working great, that's a struggle too. So anyway, we're gonna keep hammering down and see what we can get done. Alrighty, we are going. I got one up and down left. It's raining. The wind died down and the rain came in. They weren't calling for 40% chance of a millimeter. So I got one up and down. I hope I can finish. I probably will just finish. And then at least we're off this field and we're down to 480 of oats. One field left. So of oats, of cereals. And we still got canola beans, but yeah. Nope, better turn that off. I also will be very, very close with my fertilizer. I figured I'd have enough, but it would be tight, and we are going to be very close. So yeah. Anyway, one up and down. Let's see if we can get this field done. I'll be happy to be off this field. It is, it's still just barely able to go. Looks like we're gonna make it. Let's we'll wrap things up here. It's 12 o'clock and we'll head over to the next field and get all set up. See what we can do. All right, I just loaded up full of everything. I'd love to show you what I'm doing, but it is literally so windy out there you wouldn't hear anything. It's unbelievable. If I park my door so the wind's coming like this, I can hardly open this door. Yet if I park the wrong way, I have to hold on to this door so that it doesn't rip off. So the wind is unbelievable. The visibility is about a mile, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I was talking with Daryl and kind of see the sun there. Talking with Daryl, and he said that all of our strip, our land, oh my goodness, my eyes are full of dust. All of our fields that we've been doing with the strip tiller, they're not moving at all. But our light land, a lot of the light land out there where he's going, it's moving. So right now that strip tiller, that is paying off good. We do have one field, I think he said that he's expecting it to move because it was soybeans last year. There ain't nothing you can't hold that down. So that is a possibility. He doesn't know, he's just kind of assuming. So yeah, but a lot of the land is moving out here. This wind is crazy. Yeah, not good. I know they got it in out west here into western part of Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Large area had like 100k winds, I've been told, and almost blackout conditions. We're not there yet, and I hope we don't get there. But I'm hoping that with us doing zero till on this field, I'm hoping it keeps the dirt down. But I guess we'll see. Nothing we can do about it. Not now. But the wind is coming from that direction, and I've had some times, it'd be nice if it came at a bit more of an angle, but I've had it here in the cab when the smell of the anhydrous is so bad. I gotta wear my mask because it's just, I can't go a mile long. It's just brutal, but we're getting it. I've got 70 acres done. There's 400 roughly left, and then we're done cereals. So I think I finally got this unit locked in. I ran out of my anhydrous twice now, the exact amount. So I believe we're putting down the proper amount of product. Everything's dialed in. Hoses aren't falling off. My depth is, I think my depth is pretty good. So the wind sucks, but they are calling for some rain on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday next week. So a nice half-inch rain would help cover up any mistakes that we have if we went too shallow. Unfortunately, if I have any missed runs where the hose came off or whatever, that won't get covered up. That's just going to be what it's going to be. But yeah, it was pretty stressful in the beginning because I was constantly trying to watch my hoses because they were constantly popping off. I've talked about that in the past couple videos, but I don't want to jinx it, but I don't remember the last time I had a hose pop off, so that's awesome. Anyway, this field has nice moisture. I'm going about 1.25 inches deep. The conditions are absolutely perfect for right here. Just over there though, the last time I quadded this field, there was still a little bit of water, but we're getting to the point of the year where it's we like to get our cereals in as soon as possible. If nothing else, I'll come back and touch that up later. I guess this wind will help dry it out, I guess, that area. But we're getting there. Shop plans are coming along. They were hoping to start Castleton Construction's building. He was hoping he could possibly get the guy in to start drilling running our water lines and start that process. This is where I don't want rain, but they're waiting for that area where the shop's going to go. They're waiting for it to dry up so that they can take 6 inches of topsoil off. And then,
how do you want this done? You just want it done with fuel or go into the 80 and then come back?
And then once they have the topsoil off, they're going to put pit run gravel in. They don't talk all day, and of course on the GoPro. They want to take 6 inches of topsoil off, then build a good solid, build it up about 18 inches, and then another 6 inches, and then the concrete. So, yeah. They were hoping they could start that this week, but this week / next week, because it has been drying up. But yeah, if we get the rain, that's going to set it back a little bit further. But it is what it is. This has been anytime we have a breakdown, it's where are the tools, because often they're in trucks. Well, what truck is it in? And it's not like we have a designated spot. The tools are kind of all over the place. So I'm getting very familiar with this unit, and I am I'm nervous / anxious to see the crop come up. Yeah, I like how this thing's working through mud. I like how it's working through well, everything. So the tank has been a bit of an adjustment, but yeah, it'll do. Okay, we're into it. We're into a different variety here, so I'm gotta do the headlands. And my lovely wife brought me some supper. It's a whole lot nicer in the cab than it is out there, I'll tell you that much. And a Coke. Veggies. Let's see what we got here. Chili. Perfect. Well, once I do this first pass on this headland, then I'm gonna eat. Well, the wind is not getting less. If anything, it's getting worse. Visibility is, I would say, a little over half a mile now. Some say I might be nuts for doing what I'm doing, seeding in this wind, but I wouldn't say it's my field that's blowing. That's me. Yeah. It's windy. Really, I've had a decent day. I haven't really had any hiccups. We've switched fields. We had to do a depth adjustment when we came here, and then we switched varieties. We're trying a different variety on this part, and that just all takes time. So we're moving along. We've got, I'll be close to 300 acres. Well, I'll have about 300 acres done of oats today. So I think that's okay. And this field, I have 290 left. So tomorrow probably won't be as much fun. I'm not gonna lie. I've done the drier part of the field. Literally, as soon as I get north of the yard, and I'm basically right parallel with the north end of the yard, it gets wet. So before I even go out in the morning, I want to take a quad, rip around there, and try and figure out my perimeter on what I need to leave. I've got the spot just north of the yard that's bad, and then on the very north end, I got a big spot in the middle that it had water in there 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm guessing it's not all gone, but I will quad it and we'll find out. And yeah, so hopefully I don't get stuck. I want to stay away from it. I'm just going to leave it, make a perimeter around everything, and just hopefully I don't find any other surprises in the field that I don't know about. So yeah, Daryl's had a decent day. I think the plan is that he'll finish corn tomorrow. He's got a little bit of custom work to do for the guys that own Agra Stainless. They also farm right beside us. So if you ever want any stainless steel stuff for your hair seeder, those are the guys. They are awesome. They make phenomenal stuff. Look them up. Wow, this wind is getting nasty. Anyway, that's the plan for Saturday for us to do their corn, but take it a day at a time, see what happens. Hopefully we don't have too much of a mess with this wind, blowing windbreaks or the cattle end of it. Cows and calves are doing awesome. My Dylan and Quinn, I believe, have been the ones feeding every day. Yeah, I know it has been. Parker still ran the strip till. I think he's hoping to finish tonight. And then strip tilling is done for the year. Without Peter. Peter often didn't mind doing some videoing, but he's just learning how to do that, so I don't want to throw that at. That's crazy. I didn't want to throw that at the mix, having him learning how to do that. Videoing and learning how to do strip tilling. So the wind got really bad now. Like really bad. This will be my last pass. I will be out of anhydrous, and my seed's getting low. So, and my fuel is getting low. So tomorrow morning it'll be a big fill up, and then we can get going again. So, last up and down for the day, and we're calling it a day. So hopefully this wind calms down. Like I said before, they are calling for rain on Sunday, so it's in like 3 days from now. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then for those 3 days. And yeah, it won't hurt my feelings if we get a half-inch rain. Not too much, but anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Things are coming along good on the farm here, and I do promise I promise I will get back at more videos. It has been absolutely chaotic here. I don't even know how to, my words can't, I have no time to make videos, edit them. That's why there's been a big lull here. We've been just swamped. So anyway, please stick with us, and yeah, thanks for taking the time to watch. Have yourself a good one. Bye.